Okay, new trouble in the Persian Gulf this morning. Overnight, officials said more ships have now been struck by projectiles near the Strait of Hormuz. A vessel near the United Arab Emirates caught fire just hours after two oil tankers were also struck off the coast of Iraq. All crew members were safely evacuated. The incidents are raising new concerns about security in one of the world's most important oil shipping routes.
That war again impacting oil and gas prices right here at home. The price of a barrel of Brent crude oil topped $100 a barrel again this morning, 3 days after hitting a high we haven't seen in 4 years.
Yeah, the Department of Energy says that next week it will release millions of barrels from the U.S. Reserve to help lower those prices at the pump.
ABC's chief business, technology, and economics correspondent Rebecca Jarvis is joining us now live from Chicago. Rebecca, good morning. And how quickly could those barrels actually bring relief to drivers at the pump?
Well, Dee and Matt, good morning to both of you. The issue right now, as far as oil is concerned, is that release, which initially sent oil a little bit lower, the announcement of the release, both from here in the United States, the president announcing a release from the SPR, and then the international community announcing the largest release of crude oil in more than 50 years. The issue here is that the Strait of Hormuz is still effectively shut. As you just heard, Matt, as you just said, you have these ongoing attacks on tankers, and until tankers can flow freely through that region, these finite amounts of oil that are meant to help with the gaps are just not doing it as far as the energy markets are concerned, and that is what's sending prices higher. Here at the pump this morning, the national average $3.61, prices up 67 cents since the war began. There in Dallas, I just looked it up, it's a little bit lower, so you're getting a little more relief from that national average, but you're still paying about $3.46 on average at the pump.
All right, Rebecca, let's talk long term. And again, thank you so much for being with us this morning. You know, if we dip into these reserves, it will have that temporary relief for us at the pump. What about long term if tensions continue, because we'll have to replace those reserves eventually?
Right. So we will have to replace the reserves eventually. We dipped into our SPR not that long ago when a war with Ukraine and Russia originally began. What we've seen previously in previous conflicts is that the prices stay elevated for about 5 weeks and then they do go down. But the Strait of Hormuz is key here. It needs to be opened up fully and safely in order to keep oil flowing and prices going lower.
All right, ABC's Rebecca Jarvis, we appreciate you joining us this morning. You know,